What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen, and in today's video, I'll be pouring concrete to create some super rad beach-inspired fall decor. If you've been here for a while, then you know I love to pour. So when I came across these Halloween silicone molds at the thrift store last year, you know I added this DIY project to my list right away. But if you're new here, please consider subscribing to join our fun time party. And just choose all in the bell notification menu to get notified every Friday and sometimes Sunday morning when I upload a new video. And if you want sneak peeks at all our DIY projects, DIY home improvement, and even cleaning motivation videos, come on over and follow us on Instagram. We're at Valley Buzzsaw, but I will link everything down in the description below. But enough with the business stuff. Let's just get right into this fall decor concrete pour. The materials and supplies I'm using for this DIY include a mixing bucket and silicone spoon, damp rags, pumpkin and ghost shaped silicone molds, a hand sander to release bubbles, a plastic plate, template, and permanent marker, petroleum jelly, a bucket with a bag, and this rapid set CementAll. I'll leave a full materials list and links to everything down in the description. Because these molds came from the thrift store and I didn't know how they'd been used previously, I wanted to make sure to give them a good scrub in hot water before using them. I left them to dry and started my template tracing in the meantime. I traced around the template on my plastic plate using a permanent marker. So what do you think these shapes will become in this DIY? Leave your guesses down in the comments. I needed to create a dam for the concrete so it could retain the general shape I drew out. So I grabbed my hot glue gun. But because this is me we're talking about, it turned out my garage outlet wasn't working. Of course it wasn't. Luckily though, we're starting a huge garage makeover next week so we can fix this stuff. But for now, I brought everything inside to create my glue dam. I really hoped for 2 of these, but the plate must have been scratched or something. Sadly, the hot glue got all janky on the second one, so I had to abandon it. Again, since I didn't know how these were used previously, I coated everything with petroleum jelly to act as a mold release. Now, you'll notice here I only coat one of the ghosts. That's because the pointy oval goes with the ghost, and since I only had one of those... But you'll see in a minute why I wish I did more. Done. See, I thought I had a decent idea how much cement I'd need after pouring my concrete clock. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link to it in the description and at the end of this video. You should definitely go check it out. But first, watch as I completely run out of concrete just on the pumpkin. That thing is a beast that I grossly underestimated. It meant I had to mix more on the fly, and I didn't want to hesitate because this stuff sets up pretty quick, which kinda bit me in the butt. I mixed way too much on the second time around, so a second ghost and another doorstop were born. I used my hand sander to vibrate the table and the molds to release any trapped bubbles. And to keep the tops wet, I had damp rags at the ready. Unfortunately, I placed them too soon because they sunk into the concrete and created a pattern on the setting material. Luckily, this would be the back of most of the pieces. Okay everybody, I have let these sit for actually 48 hours for a couple of reasons. One, I just legit needed yesterday off because I just couldn't work yesterday. I was so exhausted. Second reason, these ones are so thick that I just wanted to make sure that everything was gonna be cool. That's so cute. Hopefully you can see it. Let's get the pumpkin done. Something that I'll point out immediately here, though, you guys can see the stem cracked. You can see here just how thin this part is in comparison to the rest. So when I poured in here, the concrete was forcing this down, and I didn't want it to either spill out the side or cause any weird issues with the rest of the pumpkin. So I ended up propping this up on this one actually, and like this, when I put it in that configuration, this had just not quite set up yet and it cracked. I think it's gonna be fine. Pumpkins have stems that aren't perfect. So, all right, next demold. This, try to just pop it without cracking it. I used a 220 grit sandpaper and smoothed down any sharp or rough edges. I also got rid of any petroleum jelly residue. Then I vacuumed up the loose concrete dust and wiped everything down, prepping the pieces for paint. The pieces out of the molds turned out really smooth. The pointy oval, not so much on the top, but that wasn't a deal breaker, so I just got to painting. I used craft acrylic and latex paint to coat all of these. Again, I'll leave links to everything below. The ghost got a coat of white on the back and the sides. I used the color sand as a base coat on the pointy oval. And then I custom mixed a light blue for the back of the pumpkin. Off camera, I mixed in a little bit of the white acrylic craft paint into this blue because this blue was just too little boy nursery for me. I really wanted this to be more of a grayish, whitish blue and much, much lighter than it actually ended up turning out, so the acrylic craft paint did the job perfectly. Once I got the blue color I wanted, I gave the front of the pumpkin 2 solid coats. Then I painted all the other pieces with 2 full coats on the front and sides. Then it was time to add my decorative details. For the pointy oval, I had a specific design style in mind. Because I'm #old as AF, I wanted to capture that old school coastal California vibe. So I used a denim blue and my Scotch delicate surface tape to paint a pinstripe down the center. Then I moved the tape to create 2 terracotta colored pinstripes down the sides. And in case you didn't figure it out yet, this pointy oval is going to become a surfboard. For the ghost, I decided to make it a boy for ease of the design. First, I had to give him some surf shorts. And I figured any Halloween ghost is going to surf in orange board shorts. Am I right? I added a black waistband and then colored in his eyes and mouth in black. Once the eyes dried, I gave him some eyeballs. And no pair of board shorts would be complete without a few flowers. I grabbed some stickers from my stash and attached them in random patterns. I especially like the way the purple stands out against the orange background. And I cut a few so they'd appear to fall below the waistband. After this, all I had left to do was give the pumpkin stem a quick coat of brown, attach the ghost to his board with a little E6000, and coat everything in a layer of matte finish Mod Podge, and this project was complete. I mean, can you even stand the cuteness? Because I can't. You guys know we are all about beach-inspired decor around these parts, and this week I just felt like I wanted to go kinda literal with it. But I want to hear what you guys think about how these DIY fall decor projects turned out, so give this video a thumbs up and leave us a comment down below to let us know. Also, you'll see these pieces again in next week's video, because I'll be decorating and painting a few other fall decor items so that I can decorate for Halloween and fall. I just can't wait. You don't want to miss that, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't done that already, and then just choose all in the bell menu if you want to be notified about that video and every video that I post on Friday and sometimes Sunday mornings. And if you already follow us over on Instagram, then you get a sneak peek at this project. But if you don't, you should definitely check us out over there. We're at Valley Buzzsaw, and I will link to everything down in the description. That's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. I'm hitchy today. There's a thumbnail. Don't say really. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Yeah. My hand sander and this rapid set CementAll, which is backwards, so hope you can all read Spanish. I can't really guarantee that this is gonna make it for very long. In fact, I think I like killed a bug in there. How many times can I point below? Oh man, come on. No, that's Batman. I gotta stop now.